The NFL Divisional Round Sunday games for January 21st edition on the NFL Gambling Podcast, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, a live betting research platform for parlays, props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets or visit HOFBets.com, code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Head over to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by the SGPN merch store. 15% off everything when you use a promo code PLAYOFFS. Playoffs.
I'm just about that action, boss.
You have to be kidding me. That is impossible.
I'm raising the ante. Anybody wants any deal?
Jordan Davis, dog. Jalen Hurts, dog. AJ Brown, dog. How many people want to eat a W tonight?
And welcome, everybody, to the NFL Gambling Podcast, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Thursday, January the 18th, we're down to 8 teams in the National Football League, and we're here to pick the Sunday slate. So make sure you go check out the Saturday slate with Scott and Terrell. But hey, if you wonder who you're listening to, I am Moneyline Mac. He is JMark Football, a.k.a. Old Fashioned Football. And then there were 8, JMark. How are you, my friend?
Well, you know, I got all riled up right before the show when I saw the Bears were interviewing Cliff Kingsbury for the offensive coordinator position. So based off of that, not so good, but I am excited for playoff football, for the divisional rounds here. These are some good games. These are, I mean, it should be this way, but you can make a case for every team right now.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you get to the divisional round, you have a shot. I mean, I know that's cliche to say. Maybe the Bucs and Texans and Packers probably are very, very long shots, but especially those 5 teams that are at the top of the standings that have made it this far, that have winning pedigrees. But I tweeted out, this is the 1-year anniversary of hitting all the unders on my parlay. So we may throw a little parlay with all the unders at the end of the show. But we're going to pick the Sunday games, and we'll give out our Saturday picks, too. I know that we're not going to break down in-depth the matchup. But your thoughts just on the divisional round altogether. What's your favorite game you're looking forward to? Do you see a blowout on the board? Don't give it completely away, because we got to tease our picks.
Yeah, I'll say my 2 favorite games are actually the Sunday games. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these games bring. I think they're going to be super close. And on the Saturday games, I mean, I could see both of those being a blowout. Probably the 49ers one more so. I think the 49ers are just going to cut that Packer defense apart. Right? Maybe it's the anti-Packer. Maybe I listened to the main show and heard Katie Mox talk up the Niners. Got me all fired up to see the Packers lose in a heartbreaking fashion. I don't know. But yeah, that's the one I think could have the most likelihood of having a blowout. And aside from the fact that it is the Packers, the 49ers have been a really good team when they're healthy, and they've had 2 weeks rest for the starters now. They're healthy. I think they're going to embarrass the Packers. I think they're going to put their foot down.
Sneak peek, I think I agree with you. I not to give away our picks, but did you see the latest that I know we talked about the coaching carousel? Did you see Bill Belichick potentially headed to Atlanta as well? That just broke here about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it yet. We kind of briefly ran over it right before we jumped on here. Kind of just how we called it, right? I mean, it's a division that's easy for him to win. They have a lot of young pieces there, offensive playmakers. They have a good defense. And with Belichick, they can control that division for the next 5 years at least, probably.
Easy. Yeah, he should be in the playoffs every single year. That was the angle to go to Atlanta. Obviously, you need a quarterback. There may be one available in Chicago, just like you're talking about with Justin Fields. So TBD, he will not be going with Desmond Ridder, but stay tuned. Get your notifications turned on. We'll have the NFL Gambling Podcast off-season edition here in a couple weeks. But first, we got to talk playoffs. And if you want to bet the playoffs, do so over at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner for the National Football League playoffs. It is bringing you an offer that you'll make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet just $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SGP. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on the DraftKings Sportsbook with code SGP. The crown is yours. If you've got a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 87878-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for gambling. Call 888-78-979-977 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after insurance. See DraftKings.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. All right, we're back, baby. Let's get right into it, man.
I had a weird bet all ready for you, and you didn't ask it.
What is it?
Go over to DraftKings, 6.5 to 1. Sam Laporta, 25 receiving yards each half.
There you go. You heard the man. I forgot to tee it up over there. That's bad hosting by me. All right, man. Let's go to those Lions. We are going to talk Detroit Lions. We're going to talk Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers coming off the Monday Night Football win, dominating fashion. Defense got after him. Baker Mayfield played well over the Philadelphia Eagles. Win that game. 32-9 was the final. I don't think anybody saw that coming. On the other side, Detroit able to grind it out 24-23 over the LA Rams in an emotional game against Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, the return game. These two teams played earlier in the year. The Lions were able to edge them out 20-6, and that took place in Week 6 down there in Tampa. That game, Detroit was a 3-point favorite. So now 6.5-point favorite. This game opened up at 4.5, go all the way up to 6.5. I'm actually seeing a couple 7s now. I like the Bucs. I think this is like the most unattractive dog of the week. I think everybody's falling in love with the Packers, the Texans, because they got the sexy quarterback, the young quarterbacks, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. Or you might like Patrick Mahomes. Nobody wants to bet on Baker Mayfield, Todd Bowles, and these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like that they lost the first meeting. I like the Bucs maybe to shock the world here. I think this game comes right down the wire. I know everybody loves some Detroit Lions on Sunday, but give me the Bucs in that defense right now with the points, and we'll talk the total here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm all over this with you. This line moved way too much. There's a lot of money coming in on the Lions, and I get it. The Lions have had a really good season. I understand, but a couple quick story side notes here that even made me lean Bucs even more. Dan Campbell talking about Baker Mayfield, saying when Mark Andrews was coming out of college, Baker Mayfield threw for his Dan Campbell was working with Mark Andrews, threw for his pro day and some of his workouts. Baker did that for every teammate. Even though he had his own workouts, he didn't worry about saving his arm. Not every quarterback does that. And Dan Campbell said he can see why people rally around him. He's got these Bucs rallied. They love this guy. They love him as a teammate. And then last week, the blitz was coming from the Eagles. Baker knew it. And right before the snap, he yelled, "Be ready, Chris." And what's he do? He's got all these Eagles coming at him. He throws it to Chris Godwin for the touchdown. Didn't seem phased. The moment was not too big for him. He wasn't too pressured to make a play and make a mistake. You know, he played perfectly. And I think it's because Baker, he's always kind of had this I don't give a shit attitude, right? Like he's been this hot-headed, I always go back to the game in college where they wouldn't shake his hand during the coin flip or right after the coin flip, wouldn't shake his hand. Then after he throws the touchdown, he's on the sidelines grabbing his crotch. Like, he's just feisty. And I think that they're going to use that feistiness. Lions feisty too. I get it, but I think these Bucs are rolling. So I like them to win this game. I'm sure I'm against the Lions, NFC North rival here, but I can truly see the Bucs pulling this one out, winning this game, surprising everybody. I'm definitely taking them on the money line as well.
Did you know that this game is played in the dome?
I did. Not every reporter or analyst did apparently, but how rough.
Oh my God. What are we doing in this fucking world? I saw that. I was like, that's gotta be the single worst question I've ever heard in my life.
I love how he still answered it though. He's like, we play in a dome, right?
Yeah.
But no, I haven't thought about the weather.
Yeah, no, I was like, what the hell is what is this reporter talking about? Yeah, it's I just like this way this defense is playing. I mean, you look at their last 5 games. I know outside the Saints game, I think that they were a little bit asleep at the wheel. They knew they didn't have to win that game, but holding the Jaguars at 12, Trevor Lawrence. Remember, they went into Lambeau. I mean, Lambeau was playing fucking the Packers were playing their ass off. The Bucs went in there, got it done. They got it done in Atlanta. And obviously, they shut out the Panthers via the Panthers sucking, but also they stopped the tush push. Nobody stops the tush push. I think that speaks to how well this defense is playing and how much Todd Bowles has them believe in. Total's sitting at 48.5. I like the under. I definitely like the under in this one. I think this is a low scoring like the first game. Drag it out 20-17. 20-17. Yeah.
I looked at this total and I went back and forth. And then I thought, I don't see this having more points than the Rams-Lions game, which finished right at 47. So I like the under as well with you. Nick Fortune in the chat, he is against us. He's saying, give me the Lions. That's fine, Nick, but the Bucs are going to win. Yeah, I'm going to go the exact score of that Lions-Rams game, 24-23, just the Bucs winning it. Lions on the other side.
So we're both on the Tampa Bay Bucs money line as well, and the sneak peek probably will be the dog. Plus 260 I'm seeing right now. Over at PrizePicks, JMark lead the way on some props. How do you see this game playing out?
So one of the guys I like is David Montgomery. His rushing line is set at 56.5 yards. They feed him the ball a lot. He's an experienced vet. I know he's not been in the league like years and years, but I think he's been in it 5 years now, had a lot of experience. And as flashy as Jahmyr Gibbs is, they still like starting with Monty, and he's still going to get his carries. So 56.5 yards, I think, is pretty modest. So I like the more on that. And same with his receiving yards. I know they use Gibbs as their pass catching running back, but Monty can catch it as well. And the line's only at 6.5. That seems too low for me. And then I'll tell you on the other side, Trey Palmer, 19.5 receiving yards. I like the more. We saw last week he had one catch for 56 yards. He's a kind of a bigger play guy. He only needs one catch to have 20 yards. So I definitely like the more there. And then I'm also on Baker's passing. I'm on Baker's rush yards. It's only 8.5. Give me all the Bucs stuff. Come on, let's go. You're
all in on the Bucs. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I like that angle. So, let's go over to DraftKings and look at some props as well. Anytime touchdown. You got anything? I'll give you a second to pop it up. I'm pulling up DraftKings odds right now. For my first time or anytime touchdown, because I know people love the anytime touchdown and first time touchdowns. Mine is taking forever to load. It just crashed. Hold on. Bear with me. If you got yours up, here we go. Touchdown scores. First time touchdown score. I do think the Lions are going to strike first. They've been a fast start team. I can't talk right now.
Just too excited. It's the playoffs.
I know. It's the playoffs. First time touchdown. Montgomery's in there at 550. Gibbs 600. Armand St. Brown 7-1. Laporta 7-1. So they think the Lions are going to score first too. Feels like Laporta. I'll go Laporta. I like Laporta here. I was surprised that he played last week with the way that they made that injury out in week 18. So pulled up the box score from the first game too. Laporta had 4 catches, 36 yards. He had a red zone target as well. Armand St. Brown was the one who had the big day, 12 catches and 124. So I think he's at the top of the Sky report. Laporta sneaks in there for the first time touchdown at 7-1.
I like it. I was going to lean the same way. I'll zig a little bit. I'll go David Montgomery just to give another option. Again, they love Gibbs, but Monty seems to get that first crack at everything. So I like that. And then for anytime touchdown, why not take David Montgomery, Laporta, and Mike Evans? That's plus 525. So a little over 5-1. I like all three of them. You could zig a little bit with Evans and put Godwin in, just like last week. Godwin got the touchdown, but I think Evans gets one this week.
I like that. I like that. For anytime touchdown, I think Goff's going to make a mistake. Give me the Bucs. Give me the Bucs defense here at plus 450 over at DraftKings. Anytime touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like that juicy price. I think if the Bucs are going to steal this thing, they got to get something from their defense.
Yeah, I like that. One other that I like, it's not as juicy, but Cade Otton. I know he didn't have a prolific season this year, but last week he had 8 catches for 89 yards. He led the team in targets and in receiving yards. You can't overlook that. Baker obviously trusts this guy, so I could see him getting in the end zone too. He actually had a red zone target and dropped it. Should have had a touchdown last week, didn't. So I think he gets it this week.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So we're seeing eye to eye. We're both on the Bucs. We're both on the under. Gave out some anytime touchdown, first time touchdowns. Make sure you get on over there. Get it before it moves, baby. I'll tell you where else you need to go. You need to go to Cut because it's a peer-to-peer social betting platform for U.S. based and available in all 40 states. And, all you got to do is head over to cut.com, KUTT.com, and use the promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus today and play head-to-head with your friends and put your money where your mouth is. We're also brought to you by PrizePicks. JMark already gave out some PrizePicks, so make sure you stack those winners together and get the best value for your buck. I love PrizePicks. JMark loves PrizePicks. They've been great to us all season long, and all you got to do, and we'll give out some Chiefs and Bills PrizePicks plays here in a minute, so stay tuned. It's the best, man. Just go over to prizepicks.com/SGPN. Code SGPN for your first deposit match up to $100. That is prizepicks.com/SGPN. Code SGPN. PrizePicks Daily Fantasy Sports made easy. All right, man. This is the grand finale of them all, baby. We've been waiting for this one all year. They were destined to meet up once again. Rematch of arguably one of the best playoff games in NFL history 2 years ago. Yeah. The Bills own the regular season. It really hasn't been they've won in Arrowhead 3 straight years, but they have not been able to get over the hump. This is the first time they've played in Buffalo though in forever. I mean, I think they played there the COVID year and the Chiefs were able to win, but obviously the COVID year in Buffalo is not the same as what they're going to walk into Sunday night. This is one, man, you just tuck in right at the fireplace Sunday night, get your whiskey, and get ready to drink here on Sunday because game time temperature is going to be in the teens. The high is going to be 27, but kickoff's at 6:30, low of 11. Hello, football is so fucking back. Wow. I'm excited for this one. I'm a little surprised that this number's not 3. They played a couple weeks ago. Obviously, the controversy with dumbass Tony having his foot over the line by a yard. Mahomes has a meltdown. This is Patrick Mahomes' first true career road start too. So come on, Patty. You want to be the GOAT? You got to prove it to us on the road. You know where I'm going. I mean, I've been on this team since this game went out of the bye week. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. Once they win this game, I think the weight of the world's going to be lifted off their shoulder, dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Bills here. I think they're better top to bottom. The only angle, if I can see the Chiefs winning, is if Josh Allen just completely shits himself. And Buffalo plays super, super tight. But there's something different about this Bills team. They're able to run the football with Cook and those guys so that Allen doesn't have to do everything. But when it comes to winning time, Josh Allen's going to find a way. They can't stop Josh Allen either. They will not. Josh Allen has dominated them in that playoff game. I like the Bills here, and I'll lay the number. I think the Bills win by a touchdown and get a stop late.
I like it. You mentioned that last game, and the ending to that is what had me concerned to take the Bills. Just the way it ended, the controversy. Now the Chiefs are pissed off. Who wants to go against a pissed off Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid team? Nobody. But I just can't do it. I can't do it. We saw in that game, I think it was one of the first times really we saw how Mahomes acts under adversity, right? He really threw a fit. And you don't think he's going to have some adversity on the road in Buffalo with that loud crowd putting themselves through tables? You saw last week they showed up with a foot of snow on the seats still. They showed up. I saw people had this like slide down the steps because you couldn't really walk down them. These fans are crazy. They're going to be loud, and I think this is the year that Mahomes does get a little embarrassed. He doesn't look like the best quarterback on the field. Yeah, that Kansas City defense is really good. You mentioned as long as Josh Allen doesn't kind of give the game away, I think they're going to lean on James Cook so much in this game because the best way to beat the Chiefs is to keep Mahomes off the field. So you run the ball. James Cook has been running the ball very well. You run with him. You control that clock. And you get out of there with a win. You finally get over that hump of not being able to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. So I'm right there with you. I also, the line scares me. This should be 3. The 2.5 is begging you to take the Chiefs, but I'm going with the Bills there. Juke says KC on the road, Josh Allen anytime touchdown, but give him Buffalo. I like it. So Juke is with us taking Buffalo, and I like the Josh Allen anytime touchdown as well. That 52-yard scamper. I know they got complained that it looked like he was going to slide. I haven't seen any defender stop to hit a quarterback because they thought they were going to slide. They've been lighting them up and just taking the penalty. So I don't believe that for a second. So I like the Josh Allen anytime touchdown angle.
I do too. I love the Bills, man. Total, I actually think this is kind of an easy one for me too. And I know everybody thinks of Mahomes and Allen and they think of that playoff game. It's sitting at 45.5. I believe it. Actually, this is the lowest it's been. It's gone under back-to-back times since that playoff game. These offenses really, they're obviously they're still good. They got Josh Allen, they got Patrick Mahomes, but it's kind of been a 24-20, a 20-17 type of game over the last couple of years with these two teams. I like the Bills. I like the Bills. I like the Bills defensively with the matchup with Mahomes. And you mentioned it, man. I think the Bills were a little fucking pissed off at the way Mahomes acted because it was all about, we got screwed. And no. The Bills were the better. The Bills controlled the entire game. And the Chiefs got a fucking lucky ass lateral with Travis Kelce that was penalized. I think the Bills are going to pour it on them. I'll go final score 27-17. Buffalo advances. I think they get a late field goal, win by 10, and they leave no doubt here. Better team. They get it done here. 27-17. Nobody circles wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Bills in the under.
Yeah, no, I like that angle of the Bills being pissed off. I mean, Josh Allen's congratulating Mahomes on a good game, and Mahomes is just going, worst fucking call ever. get over yourself. You lost the game. Congratulate the other guy. I know he apologized afterwards, but I don't give a shit if he apologized afterwards. So yeah, I like that angle of the Bills saying like one play doesn't make a difference. We're kicking your ass today. John in the chat here from the college experience. What's up, John? First time interacting with the one and only Mac. And Nick Fortune, like in David Montgomery anytime touchdown, Bucs spread, Bills money line, and Josh Allen anytime touchdown, 9.5 to 1, easy money. I like that too. I'm stalling because I'm stuck on this over under. I'm going to take the over just to be different. I think this is. I know I already said I think the Bills are going to run the ball and kind of grind the clock out, but I still think the Chiefs are going to be able to keep up with them. With that, they're going to score quick, and yeah, give me another classic. Let's go 35 to 32.
Oof. Covered by the hook. I love it.
That's right.
All right, so that's the only difference we have. PrizePicks, you got something stacked up over there for the Bills and Chiefs.
So what do you think of James Cook's rushing yards? They're at 62.5. I think he gets more than that.
What did let me pull up the box score from the first meeting because I know Allen had a big day. He threw for 330. What did they do on the ground? Singletary was actually the one 17 for 85. Cook's more featured now. I like that.
Yeah. I do too. Josh Allen 45.5. That is for rushing yards. That's intriguing too. I don't do a lot of receptions when I'm doing the fantasy projections, but James Cook receptions at 2.5. I could see them, they've been running the ball. Now they fake a handoff, but still dump it to him. So I like more on the 2.5 receptions as well for Cook. And then I think you have to take Mahomes passing more. I think he's going to throw the ball a lot. It's Patrick Mahomes. I know his receivers suck, but he's still been putting up a lot of passing yards. Rashee Rice looked really good last week. So I like Mahomes more on those passing yards, which is at, let me pull it up here. I just had it, and then I flipped to rushing. 262.5 passing yards. I think he crushes that.
Boom. Love it. Love it. Let's go over to touchdowns. Let's go with the Chiefs killer for my first time touchdown. Gabe Davis. He fucking kills the Chiefs every time he plays them. Remember the playoff game the last time they played the Instant Classic? Didn't he have 4 touchdowns? I think
so. Yeah.
I think I pulled up that box real quick. Yeah, he had 4 touchdowns. He had the first touchdown the last game the year before that against the Chiefs. He had a touchdown as well, 6 catches, 74 yards. I like Gabe Davis, 13-1. 13-1.
I like it. I'm going to go with a Bill for a first touchdown too, but I'm going for the guy that had their first touchdown last week, Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, or actually Dawson Knox had the first touchdown. I'm going Kincaid this time, 13-1. Knox is at 25-1 too, though. So that's intriguing since he had last week's first touchdown. But Josh Allen threw 2 touchdowns to those tight ends. So I definitely like playing that angle. He likes throwing to those tight ends.
Yes, he does. Anytime touchdown. God, I kind of want to go with Gabe Davis again, plus 235. I'm going to sprinkle on Gabe Davis plus 235 and Khalil Shakir at plus 265.
I like that.
I think they do a good job on Diggs for the most part when they play them.
Yeah,
so I'm going to load up on the others, as they say, the number 2 and 3 option. Yeah, and I don't trust Diggs in a big game.
Yeah. I'm cooking up a anytime touchdown parlay here. If I can get this to load quicker, I'm going to lean into my high score game here with this. We're going to go Josh Allen, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce. Let's take those tight ends, Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. See, I'm clicking way too fast for the app here.
How about Josh Allen's minus 120?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
I was like, what the fuck? I guess you could parlay Josh Allen and the Bills money line if you want a plus payout. But God damn, I was like, what the fuck?
All right, so we got Josh Allen, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. That is 120 to 1. Let's
Boom.
go.
All right. There you go. You need a shootout there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna put my money in now on that one. We're winning some cash.
let's before we go, Lock Dog Tees got to get us paid one more time because we're talking about Hall of Fame bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, props, game lines. Research all NFL, NBA, soccer with historical data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame bets who craft a more intelligent, data-driven parlay. Download the Hall of Fame bets or visit HOFBets.com. Code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with the Hall of Fame bets. We're also brought to you by the SGPN merch store. 15% off everything in the store. At the end of the month, promo code playoffs. We're competing against other shows for a bonus. Your favorite item from the store. All righty. We are back on the NFL.
Go get some either from the college experience or old-fashioned football. Go buy some stuff.
Yes, we both need to win. So get over there, throw us a fucking bone. We're giving out winners left and right. Lock Dog Tees. Real quick, Saturday picks. Let's pick the Saturday games. Rapid fire. You can give a quick nugget. Houston at Baltimore. Baltimore lay 9.5. I'll take the Texans to the points. Ravens win by a touchdown. The Ravens are not good as big favorites.
Yeah, this was tough for me. Last time they played, it was like 25-9, but that was CJ Stroud's first game.
Yep.
And they're definitely a different team now. I think it'll be closer than that. And I think to say that the spread is around the same as it was that first week is a little bit of an insult to the Texans. I know the Ravens exceeded expectations, but I think the Texans cover as well. That was tough for me though, because I could see the Ravens pulling it out by 10. So I'm back and forth on that one.
Yeah, it's also the kind of feels like the Ravens, like the Chiefs, last year against Jacksonville. You're taking on the really hot new team. They got nothing to lose, confidence. So, yeah. Night game, same spread, 9.5. San Fran laying it against Green Bay. They fucking own Green Bay. San Francisco is going to blow them out. Sorry, Packers fans. It was a great season. Yeah, San Fran by 3 touchdowns.
Man, we agree a lot this weekend, and that worries me. But
yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Let's go 49ers. They kill them. I agree with you there.
Bad matchup. I hate this matchup for Green Bay. They can't stop them defensively. I mean, a lot of why they were so good last week was just fucking Dallas just shitting themselves. San Francisco's not going to self-destruct. Just going to run the ball right down their throat and then play action to open things up. So,
yep, agreed.
Agreed on every damn side this week. So, all right.
Shout out to Brock Purdy too. I mean, he's the only quarterback that was not a first round drafted quarterback in the playoffs right now. So Shout out to Mr. Irrelevant.
Boom. Love it. Lock Dog Tees. Lock. The time has come.
We open this to all games or just the
all
ones
games,
we talked
yeah.
about?
Yep. But I'll say Sunday. I'll say Sunday night, baby. The time has come. Kansas City, move over. There's a new sheriff in town. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Bills get it done by double digits and make a statement headed into the AFC Championship. 27-17, Bills Mafia, baby. Let's go. Let's jump through some fucking tables.
So my lock last week was the Cowboys. I am not going to jinx the Niners like that. So I will double lock with you. Let's go Bills. Yeah, I definitely think they're going to win that game easily. So yeah, give me the Bills. I'll double lock it. Hopefully we didn't just jinx them, but I'd rather jinx them than the Niners. I'm not playing to any Packer favors here with a reverse jinx.
I love it. My dog. I'm not going to give out a side. I'm going to run it back. I'm going to parlay all 4 unders once again, just like last year. 12-1 right now. Parlay all 4 unders. 12-1 is my dog. Let's go.
I like it. My dog, the only dog that I'm really liking right now, it's the Bucs. I think they sneak through. I mean, you mentioned everybody's fallen in love with the Texans or the Packers. It's been a great season. Nobody loves the Bucs. I don't even know if their fans really love them that much, but I love watching Baker play. He's feisty. He's a dog. He has that just I don't give a shit mentality. I'm going to go out there and ball out. So yeah, give me the Bucs to upset the Lions and send them home to bite their own kneecaps.
Boom. Tease. Let's go. Houston up to 15.5. Baltimore's not going to blow them out. They may get a field goal to win by 10, but I still like the Texans here. I think they lose by 7. Stay in this game to the very end. So give me 15.5 for some insurance. I'm going to tease San Francisco down to 3.5. I know I don't get over the key number, but still, I think they're going to win by 2 to 3 touchdowns. So down to 3.5 for some insurance. Then in the other game, I will tease the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up to 12.5. 12.5. Crossover 10 and 11. Keep it within single digits. Have a chance to win. Bucks. Boom.
I like it. One other thing you could do if you like those unders, take all the unders and then tease them up 6 points. Buy yourself some insurance.
You could do that. Yeah, you could do that. So that's that. I may do that on the tease graphic. Yeah. Yep.
And then I'm going to do Baltimore down to 3.5, 49ers down to 3.5 with you. And give me Kansas City up to 8.5. I mean, I think Bills win that game, but I don't think they blow them out by any means.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bills are going to pull away, but I could see a tight game in the back of my mind. So, yeah. Anything else? Any other long shots you want to give out? I know this is it's tough when we only have 2 games.
Yeah, I know it is. Just that parlay I gave out. I think it was Josh Allen, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Dawson Knox, and Dalton Kincaid. I think that's all I had in there. 120 to 1.
Woo.
Let's go.
I got a small one. I'm just 12 to 1. So he's 120 to 1. I'm 12 to 1. Let's play some fucking defense. I don't want to see anybody score all weekend. No scoring. Let the scoring come back next week.
Remember how cold it's going to be in Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's part of my angle. It's going to be cold in that dome. That AC is going to be blowing.
That's right.
All right, man. Well, we'll be back on Monday to recap all 4, and we'll be on to the championship Sunday, just like that. And hopefully we can hit some winners here, some anytime touchdown, first-time touchdowns that we gave out on the show. Hopefully the unders all hit. Hopefully JMark's touchdown parlay hits. And I think most importantly for JMark, hopefully the Niners hit.
That's right. Send those Packers home.
Well, what do we got over at Old Fashioned Football before we depart?
Yeah, FFPC. If your first lineup was no good, that's okay. They have round 2. We're going to be giving out our lineups tonight. And we got a lot of other stuff, off-season recaps, off-season news, and distiller interviews all coming up. So check out Old Fashioned Football.
Can't beat it, baby. Get over there. It's all season long, man. It's going to be draft. We're going to be breaking down that. Shout out to the chat for rocking with us today. Always fun. You guys make this show go. Go check out the college experience. We're there every single night. College basketball's ramping up. Football's almost over, unfortunately, but basketball, prime time. Here we go. Yeah, that's all I got. We will see you. Drink some beers, have some fun, drink some whiskey like JMark. And let's hit some bets and let's have a profitable and big-time divisional weekend. We will see you guys Monday, and let it ride.